I see love and yoga in a similar light. When you are practicing an asana, each asana is designed in a way that helps you open up, release. When we speak of yoga, we just don't talk about asanas, right? We speak about the whole of it. It's a way of life. Yoga is a way of life.
Vanakkam, Namaste, and hello everyone. Welcome to the 39th episode of Inside the Minds of Great Yogis. In today's episode, we have a very special guest, Barkha Pandey Goenka. Barkha is a hatha yoga specialist from Kolkata, India. She's certified under Yoga Alliance and has been touching lives through her purpose-driven sessions. With years of experience and a deep understanding of the mind-body connection, Barkha guides students on a transformative journey towards physical and mental well-being. She strives to empower and educate through her unique style of teaching. Let's give a big round of applause to Barkha. Hi, Barkha. Welcome onto the show. How are you doing today?
Namaste. Thank you so much for inviting me over. I'm doing pretty good.
Namaste. It's a pleasure to have
you.
And I'm very excited to hear your journey of yoga. So without further ado, we'll begin. And the first question I have for you is, how did your journey of yoga begin?
So you've asked me a question that might take me forever to answer, but I'll try to make it as short as possible.
Yeah.
I started yoga at a very, very early age, say around 12 years old. When I was 12, I started practicing, and I vividly remember my first yoga session wherein the teacher walked in and we were like, all of us kids were sitting and we were like, you go first, you go first. Like none of us wanted to, be the one to start it.
Yeah.
But anyway, from that person to this person, I have evolved a lot because of yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And it has helped me in ways that I sometimes can't express because words fall short sometimes for the transformation that yoga has brought into my life. Anyway, coming back, so I started practicing back then with a teacher of mine, and then there has been no looking back. I have just been practicing forever. And then I joined, when I went to school also, when I went to college also, my teacher used to still come over and teach us. And back then, the only value that I realized was, the physical strength that it brought to me, wherein I felt stronger, I felt more balanced physically.
Yeah.
But as I grew older, I realized that the mind and body connection and how it really affects me emotionally, spiritually, mentally, keeping me sane. So that's how my yoga journey started. And yeah, it's only getting better and better by the day.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for sharing that, Barkha. I think that's well put. And I like how you kind of started your journey of yoga. So thank you for sharing that. So the next question I have for you is, how does yoga help with mental and emotional well-being?
So I can speak out of experience as it has been a very crucial part of my life.
Yeah.
It has helped me, overcome certain fears, overcome, I have been victimized in the past. And I don't want to talk about that bit, but, and yoga has been with me. And at that point, it did not really occur to me what it is doing to me. But now I realize, as I have become a teacher, now I realize practicing yoga all those years was the only good thing that kept me, stable mentally. And as you ask this question, how does it help? I will give you small examples.
Yeah.
For example, when you are practicing, say, a pranayam, suppose if we're doing an anulom vilom, you are a teacher yourself, so you will know. When you are doing an anulom vilom, your spine is neutral, your eyes are shut, and you're practicing, and the mind has nothing else to do but to focus on your breath, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of helps you get away, not in a distractive way, but it helps you just let go of things that could possibly bother you. So it is emotionally uplifting in that sense.
Yeah.
Mentally, it really relaxes you as when you are practicing asanas. For example, a Surya Namaskar, when you are practicing an asana, each asana is designed in a way that helps you open up, release, and we're all aware of the fact that, mentally and physically, we're it's everything is related, right? Mentally and physically. For
Yeah.
example, if you're mentally stuck up somewhere, you will feel that tightness in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're physically a bit tight, you will probably think in your head that, oh, I can't do this. So it both goes hand in hand. And practicing yoga will help one relax their mind. After a stressful day, if you just give yourself 20 minutes to practice some asanas, some kriyas, some pranayam, it will really help you elevate and come out of the rut.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the morning, if you practice, which is an ideal time, but I know in today's fast-paced lives that all of us have, it is not really that, convenient to practice in the morning. But I would just like to pass on a message that it's better to do at some point of the day instead of not doing it at all.
Yeah, for sure.
To actually experience and feel the, emotional and mental aspects of yoga, you have to feel it. Like, it's easier said than done, I know. When
Mm-hmm.
I speak of these things, which is why I said I'm speaking of from experience. So when you do it, you will feel it, and then you can, I mean, I hope our listeners come back to us and tell us how it's really helped them.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that tips with us, Barkha. And I hope our listeners and viewers who are watching this try them out and let us know how it went for them. And I think it's definitely about like giving it a shot, giving it a try, and also being consistent with your practice, right? You mentioned how
100%.
at one point of the day, when you like any point of the day, you can practice yoga, morning, evening, or night, anytime, but you have to have it at some point in your day, right? So I think
Absolutely.
that's very important. Thank you for sharing that. And the next question I'd like to come into is, do you have any yoga asana recommendations for beginners?
Oh, there are so many. Okay, I will start from, do you want me to demonstrate them?
Yes, of course, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So we can just maybe like start with a butterfly. This is easy and simple. I
Yeah.
feel like everyone should do it every day, you know. Uh, Age is not a barrier, gender is not a barrier, nothing is a barrier, size is not a barrier. I
Mhm.
mean, none of it is a hindrance. You can practice butterfly
Yeah.
as and when. Then there is Tadasana,
Hmm.
wherein, it's called, you just stand and, lift up your arms and stretch.
Hmm.
Moving on, there is Warrior One,
Yeah.
which is also easy to perform. Then there is Triangle Pose.
Hmm.
To understand your own balancing abilities, there is Tree Pose, which is very simple.
Yeah.
So that, and then of course, deep breathing. Like, when we speak of yoga, we just don't talk about asanas, right? We speak about the whole of it. It's a way of life. Yoga is a way of life.
Yeah.
So also deep breaths, and it's very simple. I would just like to show how to, take a few deep breaths.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just place the palms like this and join the tip of the index finger with the tip of the thumb.
Yeah.
We'll keep the spine straight. You can also close your eyes if you like.
Yeah.
We're going to inhale from the nostrils. And when you do that, your belly will expand. So allow yourself to just observe and immerse in that expansion. And as you exhale through the nostrils as well, the belly will move in towards your spine. It's that simple. So maybe, people can start with, say, 10 breaths.
Yeah.
Also, as a beginner, there are a few things that people should, be a little mindful of in
Yeah.
case they have blood pressure issues, or if they have thyroid, or if they are diabetic, or if they have like cervical issues or any kind of other health concerns. They should definitely seek a teacher,
Yeah.
or like, a guru, or
Mhm.
like a companion who's, well knowledged. Someone like that would be helpful. Like, a guide is always necessary, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. I think having a mentor by your like a guru to look up to is
Absolutely.
very important. Yeah. And thank you for sharing some of the yoga asanas. I really did enjoy them. And like the one you did right now, the breathing really helped as well. And I hope all our viewers and listeners also enjoy them and try them out for sure. So thank you for sharing that. And
Thank
the
you.
next question I'd like to come into is, what inspired you to become a yoga teacher?
What inspired me? There are so many things actually,
Mm-hmm.
but since I had been practicing for a really long time,
Yeah.
when I saw the health benefits, when I saw how it's affecting me and the people around me, also because it was elevating my mood,
Yeah.
keeping me happier, and so that is one of the reasons. But when we look into the deeper um, inspiration, I would say it's my grandfather. So from a very young age, I used to see him, maybe practicing pranayam.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was so connected with nature, connected to Ayurveda.
Yeah.
And yoga is a way of life, right? So it's not necessary that you're just doing asanas the whole day long.
Yeah, for sure.
But he was very close to like nature. He was close to, and he would make us also sit and say, do pranayam, show me what you're doing, how do you do it? Things
Okay.
like that. So
Yeah.
that kind of really, it was stuck in my head always that maybe someday if I am in the line of yoga, he's going to be like really proud of me, which, yeah, he is. So, or
Yeah,
he was rather.
yeah, that's
So he kind of,
yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Feel free to go on. Yeah. If you
yeah,
have.
no, so that was just saying so he has been someone who has inspired me to, and also like the support and encouragement from your family truly helps
Mm-hmm.
because becoming a yoga teacher, you have like erratic hours of work, as in sometimes you're working at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then some days you're like, teaching till 9 p.m. because, whatever your students want you just have to be available. So I
Yeah.
feel like support and encouragement from the rest of the family and friends really make you want to work even better and, continue doing what you're doing. So it keeps you inspired.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And a huge shout out to your grandfather for inspiring you to start yoga. Um, I think
Yeah.
I think that's so lovely, and I think that's beautiful. And I think you need the encouragement and support from your family members as well, right? To do a beautiful practice like yoga. So thank you for sharing that, Barka. And now I have some rapid fire questions for you. And the first question I'd like to come into is, what do you enjoy most about teaching yoga?
Okay, I'll be quick.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy watching like that big smile on my student or my, companion's face when
Yeah.
I'm like doing something, and then instantly there's like a smile on their face because they feel the difference. For
Yeah.
example, okay, if this is rapid fire, but I'll try and be quick. For example, I just had a session before this, and they told me how their blood pressure instantly normalized with with those 30 minutes of practice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
That's
feel like
amazing.
the smile and yeah,
Yeah, I think when you see someone smile, when your students smile, and like after doing yoga, and when they get a sense of satisfaction as a teacher, it gives
yeah,
such a good feeling, right? So I love that.
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for
Mhm.
sharing that. And the next question I'd like to come into is, if you were to practice yoga anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Anywhere in the world other than my house and my terrace, I will tell you that. So that would be maybe by the river on the Ghats in Varanasi,
Nice.
because like Varanasi is like the cultural capital, and it's such an ancient, it's one of the oldest cities, and yeah, because of its rich cultural heritage,
Mhm.
and it is like spiritually enriching just to even be in that city, whether or not you're practicing yoga. I mean, the vibration of that city is really different.
Oh
So
yeah.
maybe I would like to go and practice there, but I love my home and terrace also.
I love
I'm
that.
happy practicing where I am.
Yeah, I love your answer. I think both those places and the river and everything is so beautiful. It's so serene, right? Keeps so
Absolutely.
calm.
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you been there?
No, I have not. I would like to, after hearing your answer. I definitely would like to go.
Maybe we can go and practice together over there
Yes, for sure.
someday.
Yeah, we can go together and practice. Yeah. And The final question I have for you is, if you had one word to describe yoga, what would it be and why?
Okay. So one word to describe yoga would be love.
Hmm.
For me, it would be love
Yeah.
because I see love and yoga in a similar light. So I'll just let you know how. So you can't live without love, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, I don't think I can live without yoga. Um, Love is something that brings people together. It keeps people together. It helps you form a community, and there's a lot of bonding. Uh, so does yoga. I can draw a lot of similarities between love and yoga. So maybe for me, one word to describe yoga would be love.
That's awesome. And I love your answer as well. So yeah, and I love
Absolutely.
that answer. And I think love is such a beautiful word and such a nice feeling too, right? And with kind of having that with yoga too, I think that's beautiful. So thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that. And that is the end
Thank
of our
you.
questions. Thank you so much for joining us on the 39th episode of Inside the Minds of Great Yogis, Barkha. We really
There's
appreciate.
still so much more.
Yes, yes, for sure. We appreciate you giving your valuable time and hope we're able to do this again. And
For sure.
yeah, thank you to everyone who has yet to listen. Our upcoming episode of Inside the Minds of Great Yogis. And until next time, have a wonderful day, everyone. And thank you, Varga.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.